How's it going, guys? We're back with another mod for the 2021 WRX, and today we are changing my Spec-D V1 taillights to the new V2 taillights, and also we'll be doing a comparison between the two of them. Now, I've had the V1s for a little over a year now, and they have been great, and I was not planning on changing them out anytime soon, but when I saw the new V2s, I thought they had a lot of potential and looked kind of cool, so I decided to give them a shot. And considering I haven't seen these on any WRXs before, I thought it could be a good opportunity to make a video so you can see what they look like in person, and also maybe give my car a chance to look a little unique. I also want to mention that I'm not sponsored by Spec-D, and I've bought both sets with my own money. Also, while the red bar version looks pretty good from what I can see online, I personally chose the white bars since I think it complements the World Rally Blue on my WRX. They also come with smoked versions as well if you're into that. But moving on with the video, first impressions comparing them side by side, the new V2s definitely look a little bit more futuristic and unique looking. I would describe them almost like Gundam vibes, if that makes sense, with the sharp edges and angles, and also looks a little bit more updated with all the diffused lighting as opposed to the individual LED bulbs found on the V1s. It might not be everyone's style and some might say it's a little ricey, but I personally like some rice. But don't get me wrong, I also like the classic and simple C-bar design on the V1s as well. Installing is pretty easy, and I've gone through this before, but just a quick refresher. You will need a plastic pry tool or flathead and an 8mm socket wrench. First, you will have to remove the trunk mat and plastic trim piece on the edge of the trunk, which has 3 plastic clips holding it in. And then on both the driver and passenger side, there will be another 3 clips holding the fabric liner. After removing the fabric liner, this will give you access to the taillights with the wiring harness and also 3 8mm nuts to remove the taillight. I also want to mention another cool thing about these taillights is that the resistor is built into the taillight as opposed to the originals where you have to stick it onto the car with 3M adhesive. Overall, this is going to give a cleaner install and cable management, and you'll only have to worry about plugging them in. After taking off the 3 8mm nuts in the old taillights, we are ready to install the new ones. Installing new taillights on your WRX can be awkward at first, but some tips I have from experience is to make sure you line up the hole on the taillight so that it slides into the white piece on your car. Also, once you got the new taillights in and are putting the nuts back on, keep pushing the taillights in with as much force as possible when tightening the nuts just to ensure good fitment. And now that I have the passenger taillights fully installed and plugged in, as I said earlier, the wiring is way cleaner than the old ones, and before I close everything up, I'm going to test it to make sure the lights turn on. As you can see, it is working perfectly and looks pretty nice. So now I'll put everything back on the passenger side and move on to the comparison and lighting functions. So looking at them side by side on the car, I think both have pretty decent fitment with minimal gaps. The V1s straight out of the box had a rough plastic edge to them and looked almost like it was chipping, whereas the new V2s had a refined edge and no visible flaws. If I had one complaint with the new V2s, and this is just a personal preference, the lens itself is way more bulgy as opposed to the V1s being more low profile. And not exaggerating, you can literally see the taillights sticking up from the side view mirrors, but that's just me nitpicking, and at most angles, the taillights still look pretty good. But now I'm going to finish doing the other side and I'll show you what it looks like with both V2 taillights on. So here is what it looks like with the new taillights fully installed. I think the white bars look really good during the daytime when it is off, and it is great for pictures matching with the blue. The only drawback I would say with the white bars is in daylight it can look pink at times instead of red when it turns on, but I'm personally okay with that and I don't think it looks that bad. And also there's one more factor that made me go with these new taillights, and you might have been able to tell during the comparison, and that is it has its own startup animation, which is pretty cool. So let's cut to nighttime and see what the V2s look like at night. And also I'm going to try to include a small cinematic, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's go. And there you guys have it, the Spec-D V2 taillights for the VA Subaru WRX/STI. Overall, I personally prefer the V2s over the V1s, and I will be keeping them on the car. But I hope this video helps anyone considering either option, and let me know which one do you guys prefer. I think both options are great, but after 1 week with the new ones, I think it's one of my top favorite taillights for this car. This one was an unplanned one, kind of an impulse buy for me. I literally woke up one morning and saw them and decided to buy them. And considering I already had aftermarket taillights, I know there's a lot of other priority mods I had on my list. It probably wasn't the smartest decision, but I don't have any regrets. I'm pretty happy with them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed and found some value in today's video. Comment down below what you guys think of the new look and which taillights are you choosing. I'm looking to get some crucial mods this year, so stay tuned. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.